and block this bitch.
For your own emotional sanity.
You know what?
That's a self-love challenge for all of you. If you are dealing with somebody who is making your life miserable because you can't stop stalking them on social media, block them right now. And if you're like, are they talking to me? I'm talking to you.
And one day you'll be like me and just be like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stand up, girl.
Not break the microphone.
Hey, what's up? I'm MJ.
And I'm Brie.
And we're just a couple of Vegas girls.
Living the not so Vegas life.
Yeah, but we're not regular Vegas girls.
We're cool Vegas girls. Kinda.
And this is the Keeping It Casual podcast,
where we talk about everything and nothing all at once. Let's do it.
I like when you sang it out.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I love that stupid movie.
Well, hello.
Good evening and happy early birthday.
Oh, thanks,
Happy
girl.
International Women's Day.
Yes, it's all that. So, man. Yep, my birthday tomorrow. Not telling how old I am, but it's late 30s. Just, hanging on.
You can be 35 forever.
Living on the edge right now of my 30s. I'll tell you that much.
We got good cookies for her birthday.
Yes, Brie brought me over a bath deluxe spa package, spa in my own bathroom, and giant those are giant cookies.
Those
I might
are
have to deliver
big-ass
some to the
cookies.
neighbors.
No, save them all for you guys. You can reheat them. They're from this place called Crumble, and they're fucking delicious.
Okay, well, I've already dove in, but we are back poolside, fire pit. I just love it out here.
I do too. Can't wait for the weather to get warm and we could just have swims. We could record and then go swimming.
Yes, we're just in the hot tub. That's my goal, is just in the hot tub. Just don't drop the mics.
Okay, that's a lot of pressure on me.
we had to crack the menage a trois decadence, Vino. What do you think of this red?
This is a good red. I'm feeling it.
Okay, and it's a cheap red. It's about $8, $9.
I love a good red.
Any menage a trois is pretty good.
I do like the menage a trois wine. I drank wine from a box not too long ago. It wasn't bad. It was the Sunset Blush.
Is that the Galileo? Is it? There's
No,
one that's
I
really
didn't.
Bad.
No, it was the one with the F.
I don't know.
Frasier? I don't know what it's called. I'm not a connoisseur of wine in a box.
I feel like it all tastes good going down, but all of a sudden, well, some of it doesn't. But, next day is when you realize why you pay extra for alcohol. You're like, why is this wine $1,000 and this one's $2,000? Yeah.
See, to me, I've had I'm gonna go with champagne for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I've had really cheap champagne and really expensive champagne. It all fucking tastes the same to me, and I feel shit the next day, regardless of what I'm drinking.
Yeah,
when it comes to champagne.
Champagne's like in my teeth. Like if you eat too much sweet stuff, it like hurts. You're like, oh god, it's like a toothache the next day.
Well, you know what's funny is I'm gonna blame champagne on this because New Year's Eve I started drinking the champagne, and then I just switched to gin and tonics, and I got fucked up that night.
I feel like the boobies come out real easy when champagne's on. Like girls are just like, woo!
My boobies stayed in my shirt, but I was at Tenacious D. What was I gonna do? Jack Black,
Yeah,
see my chi-chis, boobies. No,
That's champagne in your 20s.
yeah. Yeah. So the next day, I'm brushing my teeth. Could not I felt like just champagne mouth constantly. It was so gross.
It's the thing. It's just like, damn, ate like a whole cheesecake or something. It's just all stuck to your teeth. Yeah.
Champagne mouth.
I would remember, because honestly, when I used to work in the nightclub, and we drink champagne all night.
Oh, and
every
they
night.
try to pour the drinks.
Oh yeah. Every night that it was like a champagne, I was like, damn, my teeth are gonna hurt tomorrow.
I've
Worth
always
it.
hated.
Always worth it.
This is me just being a snobby little bitch, but I always hated when guys would if you had a booth of guys would try and buy you a bottle to show their ballin', and they'd give you a bottle of cheap ass champagne.
Oh, they send over a bottle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
this is totally Vegas life here.
They're sending over and I loved getting bottles sent over, but when they would send over cheap ass champagne, I'd be like, cool, you can't party with me.
No thanks.
No thanks.
If it's not the Veuve Clicquot, however you say it.
I always liked when they sent over Grey Goose. That always made me happy.
Oh, a good bottle of liquor. Yeah.
A good bottle of Goose.
Yeah, they're like, we're dropping a big bottle of Sky on you. Granted, they probably paid $200 for the Sky, but it's like $400 for the Grey Goose in the clubs in Vegas.
Dude.
I don't know if Sky can live in Vegas. There was a cheap bottle one night we went. We were like, oh, straight, $175. We can get this bottle of pop off.
You're like, it's Smirnoff. Oh, God.
Oh, it's also bad.
It's also, you know what? You know what I used to do? I don't know if I've ever admitted this on the podcast, but when I would throw parties and I was in high school, I'm such an asshole. Oh, God. I would save the premium bottles of vodka and I would go buy shitty vodka and just pour the shitty vodka in the good bottles. So people thought, they're like, oh, Brie busted out the Belvedere for this shit.
You know what? That's not a bad idea, okay? You need to represent and make sure you crack the bottle. I would crack it. You would go shots.
Well, at my birthday, I cracked all the bottles. I feel like every time I turned around, people
now
were
we
like,
know. Now we know why.
Well, I feel like every time I turned around, people were like, open this bottle. Pop open this bottle. And I was like, why am I opening so many half bottles of champagne? What is going on right now?
No, I mean, like, if you bring some, like, you know, you refill the bottle, you're going to bring it to the party. Like, hey, they're like,
oh, no.
wow.
I would
Like,
never do that.
gotta
Bringing it.
Oh, just at your house.
At my own
party.
parties.
Setting the stage?
Yeah.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah. Shit, money coming out of my pocket. When I was a teenager and didn't have money? Yeah.
Well, I learned that you can't, that alcohol, my friends' parents, they used to keep all their alcohol in the freezer, which is what I do now because I feel like they were cool.
Yeah.
My parents didn't really drink.
Yeah.
So,
and it doesn't freeze.
Well, it will freeze when you fill it back up with water and you're like, they'll never know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So vodka
Oopsie.
won't freeze, but water will. So
Oopsies.
don't tell your kids.
Don't, yeah.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Watch it.
Oh, so I've been meaning to ask you because I left town last weekend to go to a wedding in Seattle, but you never told me what happened with day date.
Oh, day turned to night date?
Because you were like skipping off to the night date and then we forgot to talk about it, so I'm guessing it didn't. What happened? How did the story
girl,
go?
have I got a story for you.
Okay, how did it happen?
Okay, so that was cool. Our night date was fun. And then that weekend, I went out to brunch with some ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about this in our last episode. Like, I think
You talked about the everything but the date.
Yeah, I did actually. Well,
It was like it never happened.
I didn't have any updates that day. That day we recorded, but I have updates now. So we recorded. Okay, so I day drank and I night drank. Went out with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
We hooked up. It snowed. I had to get the fuck out of there because it snowed. The next day we recorded. And I hadn't heard from night date.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't heard from him. And then I get home and I get a text from him. How was your weekend? I was like, oh, it was cool. I went to brunch yesterday. Then I had a friend in town. Didn't say it was a male friend. Didn't say it was an ex. Didn't say anything. Didn't say I was fucking him. You know.
How about none of your business? Friend in town.
Yeah. You know, I was like, had a friend in town. We went out to dinner. Didn't even specify it was a male. We went out to dinner. We went to Best Friends in Juniper Cocktail Lounge. Apparently, I can't talk. The wine is hitting me already.
It did. I only had one glass. But we're celebrating because it's my birthday, bitches.
Birthday, bitches. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's my birthday week.
It is.
Anyways,
we are doing a fabulous celebration right now with cookies and wine. We are classy motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
Okay. But anyway, so he was like, oh, time we could have spent together. And I just like tried to pass it off as a joke, but I was like, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. And then like the last thing I had said something about, yeah, but the bottomless mimosas were great. And then he didn't talk to me for like a week and a half.
Oh. And
then I get a text from him. So what's your fucking deal anyway?
What?
And I was like, huh?
Whoa, he got hurt. Feelings. So you went to brunch. You had a friend in town and all of that. He's like, oh, you could work me into that equation somewhere? You ain't got time for me? You're like, whoa.
You could have not gone to brunch with your bitches?
That sounds like a packed weekend to me. Like one friend group at a time. Like Saturday, Sunday, I'm done.
I could only do so much. And it was a 3-day weekend and we had to record.
But okay, let's take it back to date. And he was like, do you want to have a night date too? Like, okay, maybe that was like kind of cool at first, but now we know that's a little red flag.
Red flag.
Do you want to hang out later too? Can I see you again? Like, in
when
2
do I see
hours?
you again? What are we doing?
Can I see you again? Like 3 hours? What time do you get off? Okay.
It's like the story they told at the My Worst Date live show when he was like, can we look at each other in the mirror so we can see how good we look together?
Oh God, can we get naked?
Right.
Stare at each other in the mirror naked. That's.
Anyways,
come stand next to me.
Fucking A, dude.
You're gonna eat my skin.
So yeah, he's like, what's your fucking deal anyway? And my fucking amazing excuse is, well, I was the last one to send a text, so I figured you'd respond to me at some point or you weren't interested.
Exactly. Like, what is that all about?
Oh God.
he just like straight, what the fuck, man? You're like, I text you.
I told you I liked mimosas.
Yeah, like
you could just say I don't like the champagne.
like there was no absolute response from him.
no,
Like,
nothing.
okay, so what did he say after that?
We started like talking. He was like, "Well, I guess I just let my ego get in the way, and I assumed you weren't interested, and blah 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 blah." And I was
Slow your roll.
fuck, do I have to give you like it's like your baby. I got to give you attention every 2 seconds.
That little man, he's gonna drive some woman crazy one day.
Hopefully he grows out of it. Seriously though, like Logan, her little dude. I was holding him tonight, and we were playing, and then I set him down for a second, and he just went, "Ah!" And I was like, "What? 2 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
I had to eat my pizza. Calm down."
My hairs look like this all week. I'm like, can't comb my hair. He's just like, no.
Yeah,
God, you're cute.
So that's
Little
this
fucker.
is how I imagine day-night date is probably.
Oh man,
Give me attention.
But okay, so I think initially he was a little too thirsty. Like, I think
Yeah.
if you were to meet somebody in the day and it's like, this is cool, it's like, let's reschedule for another day. I know you want to keep that momentum going, but he showed signs of like he can't handle that. Like he wants it all and he wants it now and he wants it his way.
Fuck, dude. I was just like,
Okay, so I've been in a situation. I remember like just dating somebody, you know, especially when you first start dating them, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you're all excited. And then you see them on Instagram, like hanging with their boys, like having drinks at a bar. And you're like, oh, why did they invite me? Like, you should have invited me. Like, I know. I remember times like spinning out, just kind of being like, oh, well, how come you went to Disney? Like, you didn't invite me, you know, just somebody you just met. Just when you see them out doing casual things, or just like maybe they upload a story of like, I'm watching a movie or something. You're like, oh, but I could be there watching a movie. It's like people need their downtime. They need their bro time, their girl time.
yeah.
It's not personal.
Oh, well,
I
I went on a date Tuesday night, and
Mm.
ooh, this is with somebody I've had a crush on since like September.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking
I
about.
do.
Okay, so I guess some backstory. I guess I saw this guy. He's a performer. I saw him perform at something, and I've had a little bit of a crush on him since I saw him. But I was obviously in a relationship, but I wasn't gonna do anything.
Mhm. It was just respecting the relationship boundaries. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, doing that thing that you're supposed to do in relationships, I guess. I don't know. So I was like, he cute though. So I had my eye on him. I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started to follow each other on social media, and then we matched on Tinder, and then remember when I said slide into my DMs? This is slide into my DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh yeah.
we
Okay.
finally went on our first date, and I was highly impressed with him. I kind of really like the guy.
Oh, okay.
But
we keeping it casual?
we said we're going to take things very slow.
Oh, okay. That's a very different term. That's a very different.
We're not keeping it casual. We're just going to get to know each other, and we're taking everything slow.
I hear you. Yeah.
Everything. No sex stories still.
Yeah. That's good though. You know, I think there's like cycles of dating, you know, and everybody's going through their cycle. That's why you got to catch somebody that's in that same cycle as you are.
And I think he is, because he's got some stories that he and I kind of discussed. He asked so many good first date questions.
Ooh, like what? Give me one. I want to do one.
Okay. This is a good one.
Okay.
He asked me, do you have an ex-boyfriend? If they walked into those doors right now, you'd look at me and say, let's leave. That is a good question, isn't it?
And
I do have
maybe the one from prison.
the one who messaged you on Facebook.
The one that just got out like when we started the podcast. I'd be a little like, run for your motherfucking life. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know.
That's a good question.
He's trying to feel your vibe on past relationships. So what
did I tell him?
Mhm.
I said yes, and I said the British prick.
Oh.
So yeah, I told him about the British prick, and he was just like, well, that's a fucking story. And I was like, isn't it though?
Oh,
It's a fucking story.
the hustler shyster fucker.
The fuck? The grand catfish.
The grand catfish, because he was living it and just
Dude, I don't know.
I got catfished on OfferUp today. I've noticed, okay, because I sell like a lot of sometimes, you know, just furniture or whatever.
Shit around the house you're not using.
Yeah, so I've been using the app, and I helped my mom use it to sell something that was $500, right? And we sold something that was $300, and both times we got a profile sent to us with like no no
Picture?
face, no picture, and it was like, I'm out of town and I will send my friend to pick up with a cashier's check. Is this okay? And the verbiage is very weird. So beware of
You give
online
I give
sales.
you money too.
Yeah, it's very odd.
No.
Very kindly send me. Chris was like, "Give me that. I'm gonna fuck with him." He's like, "Send me $5,000. $5,000, cashier's check." Anyhow, beware of that if you're doing any of these let go, offer up, Facebook
Beware of the scammers.
Facebook Marketplace. I guess it all links to your Facebook, so you're fucked.
Yeah.
But just beware.
I found somebody who. This is actually a really funny story that happened today. So Justin Timberlake's in town tonight.
Oh, I could feel it.
I should have got his tickets. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh no.
What the hell?
Oh, I've seen him so many times. It just
Have you? I've never seen him.
I saw him play with Christina Aguilera and the Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas. I can't believe he didn't get his tickets.
Sorry. I saw him play at iHeart
That's all
Radio
good.
Festival. Yeah, I've seen
That
him
would require me doing hair, and my little 1-year-old doesn't allow that.
And Logan, we would try to walk out the door, and Logan would be like, "Wah!"
The struggle.
Okay. But anyway,
Oh man.
I didn't even think about it, but whatever.
All right. So
Sorry.
date turned into a total
Disaster.
He just needs to slow. He's in his final stages of the dating cycle. It's
Well,
like,
not only
next
that-
one, I'm gonna fucking marry you, and you better call me every day after that.
Right.
He's like
Not
there.
only that, he has I don't like to date men with kids.
Yeah.
He has a child who's in his teens.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just a little much. There's a little.
It's a little, yeah.
But it is interesting. You got to meet somebody. It's all timing, It's because everybody's met people where they're like, oh, maybe they were more into it than the other person was, and vice versa. And I think that's what happens. There's just dating cycles, and you always blame yourself, like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not cool. It's like, no.
I mean, I really think, like, I don't believe in coincidences with the guy I just went on the date with. I mean, I didn't meet him. I saw him, had a crush on him. I didn't know if he was single or taken or whatever. And then we match on Tinder. And then you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe
That
in
is
that
crazy.
to be a coincidence. We
No.
match on Tinder and we've been following each other. No, that's not a coincidence. Like,
It's all kind of aligning.
it is. It's the planets aligning.
Yeah, I like that because you're like, oh, even our Tinder says go for it.
Yes. Tinder says yes. My sources say my Tindery sources say yes. And he lives like 3 minutes away from me, so that's great too. I really like that because Vegas is a big fucking, like, a lot of drive. There's a lot of drive.
It could be a 45-minute drive, and he lives 3 minutes away from you.
Yes.
I like this. This is fun. This is gonna be a good one, guys.
This is fun. We hope so. You know what's funny is I was saying something about my podcast because he was just on a podcast last weekend, I think. He was like, oh, I'm reporting a podcast. He's like, there's so much shit going on right now. And I was like, oh, you should be on my podcast one day, just because I say that all the time. He was like, I would love to. And I was like, well, it's not going to be as eventful as what you just fucking told me. We just talk about bullshit, so.
We want to talk about relationship drama, because we got plenty of feelings on that. It's way easier to, like, have a lot of thoughts on the outside perspective.
Yeah. So
but
you went out of town. Tell me about going out of town.
okay, went to one of my dearest friends' wedding. She's amazing and gorgeous, and her man is fucking super cool. So shout out to Monica and Wyatt. I just loved them. We got to hang out with all their friends and family, and it was in Seattle. It was like so cool, just like cool people. So we're at the bar the very first
Hold
night.
on, question. It was just you and Chris. You didn't bring the kiddos. Kiddos stayed with grandma and grandpa.
No kiddos, just me and Chris.
Good.
Yes.
You deserve that.
Hell yeah. So it was really fun, just a couple days. But the first night we were like partying with all the friends and family, and I go back to the table, and some of these, another couple at the table, everybody's getting ready to leave, and they're like, we're taking him with us. And I looked at him, I'm like, you're taking my husband with you? And he's like super drunk. He's just like, yeah, we're going with them. I said, what? Where are we going? Who are they? And they're like, oh, we're Wyatt's neighbors. We live down the street, And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess it's cool.
Okay.
That's my girl's husband now.
Okay, I'm like,
Yeah, we just
who
met.
dat?
We just met. So,
Yeah.
but he's an awesome dude. I fucking love it.
Awesome.
So anyways, so we're like, okay, well, we're both all kind of drunk. We're all like caravan back to the house to party some more. And all of a sudden, like, he steps in and he's like, no, we got it. We got it. We'll get him home. And we're like, okay, whatever, bye. See you at the house. We're like, okay. They kept calling Chris Elvis. Yeah. The next day, he's like, we started laughing. He goes, I said, yeah, we made some really cool friends, like, he's like, be careful with him, because I was like, oh yeah, a lot of people have made plans, so they're coming out to Vegas already, He goes, just be careful with him. I said, oh yeah. He goes, kind of swingers. And I said, oh yeah. And he goes, listen to me. He goes, the reason I didn't let them take you home last night is because here's how things would have went down. It would have been like, we live down the street from him, so it's cool. And then it would have been like, we're just going to stop at our house quick and get something. You guys want to come in for a minute? And it would have been like, okay. Then you put it in there. Then they would have made some more drinks, and then they would have gotten really close and personal. And I didn't want to get you guys stuck in that position. Oh. Okay. We thought like you vouch for them. This is your friends. If I thought it was your cousins down the street. I don't know.
Oh shit.
But and then later on,
well, you guys should feel flattered that you're such a hot couple that they want to take you home.
Of course. But later that night, we're like, and I was like, yeah, she was talking about yesterday. She goes, you know what? She goes, you know what? I love going out and getting drinks and just making out with some of my friends or hot chicks in the bar. And she looks around, and me and Monica are looking at her. We're like, okay. All right.
I used to
we're all drinking and nobody cared, but the next day it all made sense.
In like my 20s, like, okay, you're hot. Let's
no,
make out.
This couple was like
they was swinging
mid to late 40s.
Yeah, no, I haven't made out with
the kind
a
of
girl
couples
in a
we
very,
attract now.
I haven't seen my friends like one of my girlfriends have been like, I'm gonna make out with you in a very long time.
Yeah, no, it was just like it's their thing, but he's kind of like, no, here's how it would have been done. I was like, that makes a lot of sense.
That's so funny.
So that was my exciting weekend. Really, I've just been like, selling stuff on OfferUp and. I found new catfishers.
Fantastic.
But you're over here fucking while I was in Seattle, you're posting pictures with Matt Bellamy and Muse.
I fucking met Muse.
Okay, we're posting both of our pictures we met Muse on Instagram.
Yes,
Mine is full of a bunch of my coworkers, but whatever. I'm standing in the middle.
We could do that thing that you used to do in yearbooks and scratch their faces out.
Well, I mean,
no.
One of them is cool still.
No, we're not talking crap about the coworkers because most of them are still my coworkers.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just no, we'll put their pictures on there. It's my picture just as much. What's going on?
Yeah. I met Muse and I embarrassed myself so much.
Dude,
I was not good at it.
What did you do? Did you like just start singing one of their lyrics to them? That's what you want to do.
Dead inside.
You walk up, don't let me run, whatever. Time is running.
Hard time. Well, the Muse is one of my all-time favorite bands. They're fucking amazing. I've loved them since I was a teenager.
I know. I was watching your Instagram stories, which are just like,
yeah.
Concert videos are always terrible, but like if you really love it and you're jealous, you watch them and you're like, yes.
You're vicariously living there. I was just, like, fucking met Muse, and this is how I embarrassed myself. I go up. Matt Bellamy extends his hand to me. And I shake Matt Bellamy's hand, and I say nothing. And I go into like I shake the other one's hand, still say nothing. And then I go into pose for the photo, and Matt Bellamy goes, "Oh, you just go right in for the photo, don't you?" And I was just like, I was so nervous. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, you didn't want to like hold up his time having conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to take your time. And then we pose, and then we take 2 pictures, and then they were like, Matt Bellamy goes, "Well, have fun at the show tonight." And I was like, I put my hands together like I was praying. I did a half bow and I said, "You're my favorite band, I will," and ran off. I never get starstruck. You have seen me meet famous people left and right.
One time I had to stand in the radio station when they get winners into meet and greets and stuff. We would always get to meet them too, but we'd have a second just be like, hey, chat with them. But with the listeners, they're like, next up, go! Don't even think. I think that's what was drilled into you. They're like, take that picture and move.
And we were already on staff photos, so whatever. But I just didn't even think about it. I was just like, but that's okay.
I love it though. You're just like, I'll just cherish the picture and being in the presence of their greatness.
Exactly. And then the concert was fucking amazing because it's Muse.
Of course. I flew in that night.
I've never seen a bad Muse show.
I was trying to talk people on the plane like into going to Muse. I was like, "What are you doing tonight? Muse is in town. Like somebody go for me."
If you would have, I could have got you. I would have given you tickets, but I knew you didn't want to go.
No, we flew in like right as the show was starting. Anyways, what else?
I thought Muse went on a good date.
Oh man,
we went to see the Captain Marvel premiere.
How was it?
I liked the movie a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Was it better than Guardians of the Galaxy? No. Was it better than Thor: The Dark World? Yes.
Okay. All right. Right in the middle there.
Yeah, it was good. It was a typical Marvel superhero introduction movie.
I just like the first Iron Man. The rest of them, I don't care.
I have a girl crush on Brie Larson, so
she's badass. She's been the coolest since United States of Terra.
I've had a little crush on her since that show. She's the same age as me, so it's not weird to say that.
It's never weird.
So we went on a date, and I told him, I was like, I have a girl crush on Brie Larson, so like. I might be drooling. You might have to wipe my mouth for me.
She's really came like a breakout like megastar.
She
huh?
is, and I think she won an Oscar. I know she was at least nominated for Room.
She did something really incredible. I never watched that because I just can't get into a movie that depressing. But I'm not ready for that.
Speaking of depressing, we'll get back to the date in a second. I tried to watch that Michael Jackson 3-part documentary.
Oh,
don't fucking do it.
No,
I got 45 minutes into the first episode and I started crying because they got so detailed about everything, and I was like, nope.
Sending it out. I watched the Whitney one on Hulu, and I was bawling through half of it. I was just like, oh my God, it's so sad.
I have the R. Kelly.
Tragic.
I have the R. Kelly thing DVRing at my parents' house.
Oh no, I can't. I've checked out of the news. I have checked out since I have not been working in radio. I have checked the fuck out. I just get news sources from what Chris tells me or my TMZ pop-up alerts. That's all.
Well, I'm sure TMZ pop-up alerts were all about that R. Kelly thing the past few days.
Yeah, I just get like half a headline and I'm like, I'm out.
You're like, bye, R. Kelly.
Bye, I don't want to see it all.
Anyway, yeah, so back to date. We get there and I felt really bad, and this is no offense to any of my coworkers because they were all so sweet, but like our first date was spent at a work event, and I assumed because it was a movie it wouldn't be like a big deal. We could kind of sneak in and sneak out. No.
No?
No.
Oh, did you have to walk in line and like hold hands? Everybody hold hands.
No. Well, as soon as we get there, Santi and Audrey, hey boo boos, they were like, Brie! And I was like, oh shit, here we go. And I was like, I just looked it up. I was like, my coworker's right there. And he was so nice. Like, I do this thing where I'm terrible at introducing people. He introduced himself. He was super nice to them, super cool with them.
Made him introduce himself.
I'm terrible at
Trump
introducing
power move, Brie.
But he was so sweet. He was so nice. Cool people.
Santi and Audrey, love them. They're cool.
They're cool as fuck. They'll be on one day. Boom. Said it. It's happening. It's already sold out. We need a shirt that says it's already sold out.
That's the shirt.
That's what we're gonna sell at the live show.
Yep.
It's already sold out.
That's right.
Fuck yeah. Okay. So anyways.
So the movies. We're at the movies. We're almost made it into the movie.
We've almost made it into the movie. I'm running around being a crazy person. So we get into the theater, and like all the listeners that know me were like, Brie, what's up? Brie. And he looks at me, he's like, you're very popular, aren't you? And I was like, no, they're the listeners. I know them because, they see me every day, blah, 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 blah. And then I looked at him, I was like,
they all picked up their tickets for this show from me.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I know you probably didn't expect to meet all my coworkers and like be a part of my world like this on our first date. And he looked at me because he's an entertainer. He said, honestly, it would either be me coming to one of your events or you coming to one of my events.
I know.
And it would have been the same way. And I was just
this is the lifestyle.
And I was just like, oh my God, that's the most mature answer I've ever heard in my life.
Nice. You're like, don't read it too much into it. This isn't like Meet the Parents, but it's also, work gets so gossipy. You're like, well, I don't, it's a lot for me to bring you, so appreciate.
Basically, but I didn't even think I was going to run into coworkers. Then we ended up sitting with them all too.
Mm-hmm.
And Santi was making fun of me. He was like, you were really cuddly, weren't you? Because we didn't even like put the thing down in between us. We were just really cuddled up the whole time.
She's like, what should I wear? I was like, a skirt.
I wore jeans.
Like, no, it's a screening event. And I was like, oh, then keep it casual.
I wore black jeans and a gray top and
sexy casual.
My leopard boots. Was good.
But no, like open-toed. If you're gonna have your feet up like on the seats, which you always kind of have to do, the open-toed. If I have to see your toes in a movie theater, just get out of here. Like don't. Or if I have to
not only
smell
that, you're
feet
gonna,
all of a sudden behind me,
your feet are gonna get frostbitten because it's always freezing in theaters.
No open-toed shoes in the movie theater. Let's just put it out there.
I hate. Put it out there. Just leave. No, you know what I hate is when girls wear flip-flops to the movies and then they take their flip-flops off and put their bare ass feet on the back of the seat. I'm like, oh, you disgusting human being. Don't fucking do that.
Yeah, that's no. This is a no. Oh God. Okay, so listen.
Oh, anyway, so then we grabbed drinks afterwards.
Oh, really?
Date's still not over yet.
Wait, so you got in by your house too?
Yeah,
because
we live pretty close to each other.
I like that.
So like we went for drinks and we talked about music and movies and all this cool shit, and I don't know, it was good. I don't know what's gonna come of it. I'm hoping something.
Mm-hmm.
But
a fun time with cool people.
And honestly, like which I don't think this is going to happen. I hope it doesn't happen. But even if we never talk to each other again, which actually hasn't been true because we have talked to each other since then. But even if we never see each other again, like, I needed that night out.
Okay.
He's a cutie.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're having fun because, you know, we've all kind of rolled with you through this crushing feeling to like the I'm feeling alive feeling. And that's a nice little, it's good to see because sometimes you can't see your way out of things and you're like, sometimes life goes up and down and it's good to see, you know, you see other people like on that up after they crash and they feel like shit and you're like,
hey, you
okay,
on the
it's
up
possible.
too. But speaking of life's downs, you want to know what happened to MJ and I? Our favorite store closed.
It's official. And it was like only a few stores. It was like, surprise, all the Charlotte Roosters are shutting down. I went yesterday. It was like, I go, Mom, we have to go and steal all the deals. And you know what? It was like 25, 30% off. I was like, this is some bullshit. This is a Wednesday sale. This is not. So I can guarantee you in about a week, you can go in. It's going to be like 75 cents. Everything must go before we got to pay another month of rent.
Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, good God.
If you haven't gone yet, don't think you missed out.
I texted you at like 6 in the morning like, oh my God, what are we doing? Gotta do?
It was like, no, with like 60 exclamation points and a bunch of weird emojis. I was like, fuck. I felt your pain. I was like, this is breaking news.
It was breaking news.
I made plans that day to go. I got a bunch of basic bitch shit, just basic colors and, you know, mix
Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to have to go buy some jeans because I'm still losing weight. So I'm going to have to buy some jeans in smaller sizes. I think I'm just going to get the next two down, I guess is the best way to put it.
No, and you don't want to do that. Just get the ones that fit you so fabulous right now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Don't even get nothing but that fits the best right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you don't want to get clothes and be like, oh, but maybe I'll fit into this. No, I hate doing that. It's got to fit so good right now.
No, I like maybe I'll fit into this with jeans because that makes me want to fit into it.
Okay.
If, like these jeans that I'm wearing, if I get these in a few sizes down too, because I know they look good already. That's my thought.
Okay. Always get a pair of black jeans. You always need a good pair of black jeans.
I have a good pair of black jeans, a good pair of blue jeans. You know, you got to keep doing it.
And a good pair of holy jeans.
I don't have any holy jeans. I just make them holy myself.
What? Well, they got plenty.
Yeah, I know.
Charlotte Roos is out the biz, you guys.
Oh my God, I'm so devastated.
I have to start paying real money for boots.
Or Forever 21.
Or I'm just going to be flip-flopping it all the time.
Just don't take them off in the movie theater.
I'll never be at the... I have 2 kids. I'm never going to the movies ever again. No.
But, man, did we get a doozy of an advice email.
Hey, what up? It's MJ.
And Brie!
So, you guys, this month we decided to do a very special swag/live ticket giveaway.
All you have to do is rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. Plus, this month, you have to share us in your Instagram stories.
Yeah, so if you do all 3, you could be our big winner. It's going to be fabulous. We announce the winner last Wednesday of every month.
And if you want to go to our live show, pick up your tickets, $15 at keepingitcasualpodcast.com.
So we got this like slide in on the DM, and the story was very long, but it was very real and it took me on a ride. So,
and it's from a male listener, so I like that.
I like it too. I really like it too. And let me say something. Checked out his Instagram. Very handsome.
Very, very handsome.
Yeah, very cool dude. So, and I feel like he's a romantic.
Yeah.
Just from his email. Yeah. So,
if you in Vegas and you're looking for a good guy,
I would recommend him.
Yeah.
All right.
Slide into our DMs.
Yeah, slide into his DM. I'll drop his Instagram at the end. I did check with him to see. I was like, do you want us to drop your Instagram to him? You're a single man. He's like, yeah. All right. Bring it on.
Ooh.
He's going to change it off private.
Hell yeah. Well,
all right.
And our listeners are beautiful, so.
Yes, and they will all send you lots of love, if anything. But why don't you read the top part, and then I'll read the story.
His name is Patrick, and he says, about me, I'm 34. I've been in Vegas for 25 years. I think I'm fairly attractive. I'm not Mr. Muscles, but I'm in good shape and stay active. He is very attractive. I have a good job that pays me well. I just bought a house. I have a dog. I'm stable. I'm funny. Nice. Why the fuck did this happen?
Ladies, okay, now get ready. You've got a good man that deserves... That's the place. Dude, this is so... Popo. Yeah. You guys. Stay down. You guys, keeping it casual live on the streets. Something's happening.
We don't know what. Actually, we're still sitting in MJ's backyard.
We were like snooping over the building. I don't know if you heard that. I could hear it in my headphones, so I know you heard it. Whoa, that was crazy. We're about to get into a really deep email.
We are sorry for the interruption, Patrick, but all hell just broke loose.
Okay. Oof.
The cops are out. We don't know what's going on.
Popo in the hood. Okay. This is supposed to be a nice part of town.
I have a feeling somebody was burglarizing or something. This has to be like Break-In City over here because it's a nice neighborhood.
I don't know.
Like, man. If I were gonna do a B&E, I wouldn't want to I wouldn't go to the hood.
You never know what your neighbors are up to, man. But
that's true.
We're trying to do a show here, guys, so let's keep it up.
Let's keep it up. Well, it's gotten quiet now.
I think they got his ass already. He was like, it's on the roof.
We got a little scared for a second because we were like, the fuck is this?
I know. We both crouched down under the fire pit. Like, they were going to get us.
Yeah, like we were guilty of something.
It's like when a cop pulls up next to you at a stoplight, you're like, oh my God.
Even though you know, everything's cool.
You just irrationally start freaking out. You're like, oh. Some people are like, no, never.
No,
those who know, they know.
Yeah, I'm like, they're going to pull me over.
He knows.
Okay, sorry, Patrick.
Okay, all right, here we go. This is about Patrick. I dated a girl about 8 to 9 years ago, falling for her pretty hard, and she blew me off.
Bitch.
It took a long time to get over her, and it didn't end well. Okay. Over the last 8 years, she'd pop back in and out with follows and unfollows on social media. So a little social media getting your attention, you know.
Okay.
After a year and a half ago, we reconnected. She commented on a picture about my new house.
Ooh.
Of course she did. New house? Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Interested again, huh? If I needed help decorating, she would. And she came over and did my bathroom. So we talked a little bit, nothing serious, but a week later she came by with more stuff to help decorate my house. We ended up chatting till late in the evening, having a few drinks. She said she needed to leave, and I played it cool, and she left. 10 minutes later, she texted me and asked if she could stay over. I said, sure. And of course, not longer after that, we got tangled up and had sex until the sun came up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say he's a romantic. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see. We talked about everything, about why things went bad last time. After that day, she texted me a lot, and I loved it. She was the girl I always wanted her to be. She even said, I want you to love me like you did back when I didn't want it.
Ooh.
I told her that it scared the shit out of me since I was heartbroken for a long time after the first time, but that I was willing to see where it went. After that, she would come over a lot, come watch me play hockey, send me cards in the mail saying, I'm so excited to see where the things are going. He's like, and
she would send you cards in the mail?
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet, but
it is
I know where this is going to go. So
how long is a girl going to do that? And at that point in my life, I was ready for it. So we started seeing each other in September, but early December, my intuition was buzzing. Okay. Something was off. All of a sudden, coming to my hockey games was a lot of work. No more cards in the mail. So I asked her if she still felt the same. She said I just needed to not have any expectations, and she wasn't in a rush to be anyone's girlfriend. There were probably a couple red flags that I probably shouldn't have ignored. Like one night out, I noticed she was texting someone. I was all asking, who is it? Not demanding, but in a way of like, who's so important that you're texting while you're on a date with me? She said it wasn't relevant, and if it was, she'd tell me.
The fuck? Okay.
He said I also saw a few guys she used to date hit her up on, follow her on social media. So a lot of social media red flags or people reading into, social media will fuck with your head, huh? A few weeks later, her and I were on our way home from a concert. He calls her at 1 a.m. Again, I played it off. So she's got guys calling her and following her. She's texting on their dates. New Year's morning, so they started dating in September. New Year's morning, I text her and said how I was so happy we were back in each other's lives and looking forward to see what's coming. She responded by saying I was too much and I needed to relax. What a bit. Just pouring your heart out to her. And she's just like, well, a lot of mixed signals.
Yeah.
3 weeks past that behavior, she posted on her Instagram that she wanted to date someone who texted her goodnight, told her to drive safe, said they missed her and paid for Botox, and that she was up for adoption. He said, I do all that except pay for Botox.
Maybe you need to pay for the Botox.
Man, she's
just kidding.
I think we see what kind of lady she is. She wants gifts. Anyways, I texted. That's her love language. It's obviously gifts. I've already spotted that out.
Yes, you have.
Give me money. Anyways, I texted her that night saying, I don't understand why she projects to the world that she's available. She got really pissed and gave me the whole I need space. About a week after that, I called her. She told me she didn't want to see me anymore and we should nip it in the bud. He says, because I don't know how to play it cool. He says, what the fuck? He said, but she would continue texting me vague things. I never texted her first. One night I told her to stop and that I was that I know what I want and she's not going to give it to me. So she responds with, let's go to Boston together. What? But you can't freak out. And I don't want anything serious.
Well, then don't fucking say I want you to love me the way you used to love me.
And don't say go to Boston with me if you don't want anything serious. Like, this is a codependent bitch right here. She's just like wanting all of your attention.
We need to finish this before I get frustrated.
Get really angry.
I stupidly agreed.
Please.
And I'm not sure why.
Continue.
Oh, you want me to keep going?
Oh, yes.
This was the week of Valentine's Day. The night before she texted me asking if I sent her flowers. I did send her flowers. Oh, so Valentine's Day she got flowers from somebody else. Okay. I did send her flowers, but the ones she had weren't from me. Mind you, this whole time I'm under the impression she misses her ex and has been talking to him. So I don't see her on Valentine's Day, and she said she had a girls' night.
Probably. It's doable.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I asked her if we can hang out soon. Side note, I've only seen her twice since her post on wanting to be adopted. She said, no, I don't want to see you.
Oh, God.
Ooh. I notice her and her ex are now following each other on Instagram. Stop stalking this shit. Hold on. Okay. I asked her to be honest with me. She admits that she is back with her ex. Oh, God. Needless to say, I am lost. I lashed it out. Months of me playing it cool and all the red flags just came out. I said things I regret and I wish I didn't say. She blocked me on Instagram. The next day she called me telling me to leave her alone and that I couldn't play it cool. And then days later texts again and again saying, you should have played it cool. Friends with benefits was enough for me, but it's too late now. By that point, I was so tired and emotionally drained.
Us too. I hate her.
Like, my question is, what do I say when she calls or messages me again?
Because I know she will.
Because I know she will. And will I ever get closure from this? As crazy as this sounds, it did break my heart and it makes me sad, especially now. Okay.
I did get an update from him. She
did
messaged him again. Was just like tried to message him like very vaguely, like don't talk to me, don't call me, and then she messages him again.
She only keeps fucking messaging him because she wants to like keep getting his attention.
She wants attention. She knows you'll give it to her because you keep giving it to her.
And in her mind, the only attention right now she's going to get from you is negative attention, and she likes the war.
Yeah,
she likes the battle.
Yeah, and she likes just somebody that she knows will always care about her and always will be there for her, but she will not do the same for you.
No,
so you can't do that for her.
Don't be her cheerleader.
No, don't. Yes, don't let anybody treat you like this. Like, this is just such a back and forth. People just show their hand so many times.
Yeah.
But it's hard when you love somebody.
You know, he said, will I ever get closure from this? You won't get closure from this if you don't block her. I think you need to block her. Like, normally I'm not like, you have to unfollow your exes on social media and you have to do this and blah, 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 blah,
But you're still watching her Instagram. I noticed recently that so-and-so followed her, but she's already being mean to you and she's pushing you out of her life. Don't care what she's doing.
Just block her or whatever and leave her on red. Let her know how it feels.
To have no communication.
For what, like, let her know what you're doing to her. And I don't mean this in a two can play at that game type of thing. Like,
no, but you done to protect yourself.
You got to protect yourself.
Girls putting you through emotional hell the last few months.
I have a friend who was telling me his story about one of his exes, and she kind of did something similar where she was like, I love you, but I don't want to be with you.
People just want to like keep you in their life to fill their time when they need you, but they're not going to.
But they don't want the responsibility of actually being with you
or being there for you.
Yeah. And you know what? If somebody is doing that to you, I know how it feels, and I know how it fucking hurts deep down, and I know how hard it is to get over that shit.
Social media, it's like, what do you do? Cancel your social media? No. If there's one person that's affecting your daily thing, which is somebody on social media that's distracting you, then block them. It's okay. I think that's it's honestly a very healthy thing to do these days. It's like one of the number one things to do because you have to still carry on with your social media. It's our way of connecting as humans these days. So it's a part of your lifestyle. And if somebody keeps popping up in your lifestyle that's making you feel like shit, you gotta X them, but that's hard.
It is so
hard to just say block.
It's so hard. But you know what? Like, my friend,
like they get a notification. They'll just know if they look for you. They can't find you.
Yeah. My friend who I was talking to about his ex, who was like, I love you, but I don't want to be with you. And he said, you know what? You're very naive. You're very naive and you're playing with people's emotions. That's what he told her. And that is what this girl is doing to you. Yeah. She is being naive and she is playing with your fucking emotions.
Yeah.
And God, it's been so long too, 8-9 years.
So it's somebody has a past with. So there's a lot of history.
Yeah,
there's
a lot of history,
a lot of connection and stuff. But people like that will just keep.
They will keep draining you. They are emotional vampires.
They either come back in your life and they bring it positivity and they are good for being back in your life, or they're just back to just remind you why it didn't work out in the first place.
And she's just being an emotional fucking vampire.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, and if honestly this is the girl of your dreams and you really want her and you really want to be with her, then you need to shut her down and push her away a little bit, because I guarantee you that works on girls too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Once a guy's
but
like,
I don't think if she was the one you were supposed to be with, she would not be. This would not be a 10-year battle.
You got to take responsibility for just knowing how vulnerable you are with her and putting yourselves in a position where it's like, do you want to go out of town with me, but we're just keeping it casual? It's like, you know, you can't let yourself do something like that.
No.
It's like, do you want to go on a fun vacation with me, but let's keep it cool? It's like, no.
No.
I do, but
no. There's just so many. And you even said, I see the red flags. Doesn't it suck?
I don't like her popping back up when he got a new house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It's like, that's when things started getting popping again. Oh, we got a new house. Let me come over and decorate it for you. Let me check it out. Okay, this is me being a real girl. Just like,
She reminds me of one of my ex-boyfriends.
She wants to be in control of your life and not,
well, she reminds me of one of my ex-boyfriends. And you had pointed this out to me about this ex from a long time ago, when he decided he needed to meet with drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after the breakup or whatever. And I was just like, I don't know, maybe I should hear him out. And you were like, bitch, no, he doesn't have that attention from you anymore. You've always been his cheerleader, and he wants that back.
That's right. And somebody else isn't giving him the attention right now. So then, of course, he bounces right back to you.
And I think that's what this girl is doing to Patrick.
Yeah, she's going back and forth with some other girl. And Patrick is cool. He's a good-looking dude. Listen, I mean, sounds like a guy that doesn't want any bullshit. He's there to meet a woman. Well, this is why I messaged him. I said, we're going to share your story. I said, would you I always message everybody and ask them if they want to be anonymous or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're single, you're dating, you're looking. Would you like us to share your Instagram handle? What the hell, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he was like, you know what? Throw it out there. Put it on.
Throw it out there. Put it out there.
Be out there, okay? Yeah. So we got his Instagram handle. So I think if you got some relating words, only no trolls, okay?
Do not troll him.
Don't be crew.
Our people aren't trolls.
Bobby Brown.
If you think he's attractive, just do that little slide into the DM.
Yeah, ladies, hello, holler at your date. We're gonna line him up like The Bachelor. It's at
you get a rose and you get a rose.
Okay, here it is. Patrick B702. He's our bachelor right now, so we're gonna line him up for some dates. Let's do it. Slide into the DM, ladies.
Maybe one of you guys can come to the Keeping It Casual. You guys can come on a date to the Keeping It Casual live show together.
I guarantee
that was a shameless plug.
If Patrick gets a date that he met from listening to this podcast, we're gonna invite you both down to the Keeping It Casual live. That'll be fun.
You can pay $15 each. It's already sold out.
But yeah, you guys come on down and check him out on Instagram, Patrick B702. We got a single bachelor in Las Vegas just looking for a girl he could treat right.
And block this bitch.
Also block, for your own emotional sanity. That's a self-love challenge for all of you. If you are dealing with somebody who is making your life miserable because you can't stop stalking them on social media, block them right now. And if you're like, are they talking to me? I'm talking to you.
And one day you'll be like me and just be like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It hits you so suddenly and you're like, well, shit.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do want to end on a fun note.
Okay, holler.
Okay, so we got some fun feedback from Mo on episode 32, Viva Las Vegas with Chris Kim. Apparently we were talking about suicide girls.
Oh, yeah, we did bring him up.
I don't remember why, but we asked if they were still a thing. They are still a thing.
Oh, are they? We were too lazy to Google. We had all the Google at our arm's reach, but they would make those cool videos where they were just I don't know,
all
painting
tattooed
or doing whatever, dancing around,
doing alternative babe shit. Yeah, she said they're mostly just on the Suicide Girl website now.
I don't know why just doing alternative babe shit.
They were.
That's also gonna go on one of the t-shirts, just doing alternative babe shit.
It's already sold out.
Oh my god,
that shirt's already sold out.
That was my favorite. We're gonna have to do a meme quote. Instagram
alternative babe shit.
Oh, sorry.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of my favorite episodes.
There was some straight police action. I mean, they already wheeled out like all 6 of the dark vans. There wasn't even like cop cars.
No, it was like
I was like, Brie,
undercovers.
I hear some serious like
see,
FBI, get down, and I'm looking around. I'm like, where are all
Did we just see a meth house get busted?
Did we just see some deep cover shit happen? Like there were no cop cars.
No, it was all undercovers.
Oh, Brie, where's the cop cars? What's happening here? Is somebody getting mugged? Like one of my neighbors just got totally robbed by some thugs.
She's like, there's no cop cars. There's no cop cars. And I was like, no, they don't. They usually don't park right in front of the house. They park around the corner.
Yeah.
We got some true crime happening right in front of us.
What an exciting episode. I think Vivian's up and she wants to say bye, but she has to have her own microphone, and there was a meltdown on the last episode, so she couldn't, like, she was like, no, I'm out of here. I can't work like this.
Can't work like this. Where's my puppy?
I'm out. So
where's my Louis? She's such a Mariah Carey already.
Oh my gosh. So the diva would like to return and say bye with us.
But we got to plug her mic in. We have to get everything ready for her first.
Yeah, is everything ready? Are there any green M&Ms in the bowl? Get them out of here now.
Hello.
All right.
So what'd you do today?
School.
You went to school? What was your favorite part of today?
We did, I went to my playground.
You went to the playground? Could we name our business after you, Vivian? No. Okay.
Sorry, not approved. Third mic, unapproved.
I like to play magnets.
Play magnets? Okay. Well, then if we want to play magnets, I guess we better say bye to everybody, huh?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Girl, that was fun.
Another fun conversation with you.
Yes, if you have any feedback, email us feedback@keepingitcasualpodcast.com.
My Twitter is Brie Mixed, BREEMIXED.
And I'm at MJ Radio Diva, any social platform.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Keeping It Casual Podcast. You get to see live videos, silly little photos of us.
All the dumb photos that we talk about. Anything photo-wise we talk about in the episode, it'll be there.
We look forward to hearing from you.
We'll be back with more gossip about nothing and
everything. Bye.